Wait a minute, Ultra Instinct has pupils, and now Vegeta has pupils or Super Saiyan Blue. Is this Ultra Blue Think? Hey, what's going on everyone? It's Steedoj, or some people still continue to call me to this day, Steedaddy. And I'm just really talking about Vegeta's new transformation, and obviously I'm not going to lie to you, I genuinely don't know what this transformation is. I've seen some people say it's Super Saiyan Blue 2, but last time I checked, Super Saiyan 2 did not give you pupils. And Vegeta's one of those characters where it's just impossible to tell what stage of Super Saiyan he's at because of his hair. So, I'm not going to say it's either one of the two. But the fact that he does get pupils for a Dragon Ball character is quite interesting because, as you would know, most of them, if not all of them, don't actually have pupils. They just have one black, color for their eyes. And this is most obvious with the Saiyan characters, and it's different because the only time Saiyans have had pupils is Ultra Instinct, and as you would know, that's the most recent transformation that Goku has. But this time Vegeta has pupils, and I want to say it's a weird hybrid of Ultra Instinct with Super Saiyan Blue that wouldn't allow Vegeta, because earlier we had stated one time that Goku seems to lose focus in Ultra Instinct when he tries to attack, and this is really obvious because Goku always he looks really shooken up when he attacks someone. He's standing still and just analyzing the situation. And I would assume Vegeta has the attack version of Ultra Instinct, which doesn't turn you into like a weird version of your base form. I would assume he can just stay a Super Saiyan Blue and do the attacks, and he wouldn't lose focus doing that. Unlike Goku's Ultra Instinct, I would just assume that Vegeta's Ultra Instinct would probably be a straight damage buff rather than being a, I don't know, like a auto dodge speed buff with a damage buff going for it as well. It's easy to assume that Vegeta's will just be an attack buff. I mean, Vegeta does pretty good in Super's most recent episode against Jiren. He actually is able to see through his attack for the first time. I don't know why Goku didn't do that while he was fighting him, but Vegeta actually is able to see through Jiren's attack and actually catch him off guard. Do not do any actual damage. It's kind of weird because Jiren has the reaction of someone who cares when really he shouldn't. But he manages to catch Jiren off guard, and he makes a few compliments about how, not compliments, he makes a few comments about how Jiren actually tries harder against Goku than he was against Vegeta. So basically, Vegeta may have got a bit too much praise before the episode actually aired, but I was part of that crowd, so Jiren later, shows his true strength and just completely dominates Vegeta effortlessly, and Vegeta struggles massively just to repel one attack from Jiren, and then most likely used up the remainder of his energy using a final flash that Jiren himself even considered to be pretty bad, but then was like, the attack was strong, but it wasn't that strong, and immediately defeats Vegeta. I'm assuming it's the combination of Vegeta's pride being insulted, the Zenkai he would get from that attack, and watching Goku fight Jiren, as well as the fact that he has an actual family that he cares about, unlike a Goku who's still on Earth, that will make Vegeta achieve this new transformation. I mean, let's see, when the episode ends, Vegeta will most likely just say it's his Saiyan pride and then just forget about all of the other things that makes a character a character. I'm sure we'll probably find out the name of Vegeta's new transformation. Most likely probably on either one of these, either one of their Japanese sites where they talk about stuff, because it seems like Japan really like leaking Dragon Ball Super a lot. We knew what Ultra Instinct looked like way before we knew what the name of it was, as well as the fact that Dokkan continuously drops new things on characters quite fast after an episode or after a major event. So it's possible we'll find out the name of this I mean, not really, we only have a week until we find out what it is, unless if there's another, delay that kind of slows the episode's upload time, which is fine. But there's a good chance we might find out the name of the episode before, the name of the transformation before Vegeta actually does it. Who knows? It might be a variant to Mastered Super Saiyan Blue, which, if you don't know, was a variant of Super Saiyan Blue from the Dragon Ball Super manga, where they would have no ki show up, or they wouldn't have an aura while they were in their transformed states. This obviously isn't too reliable because Mastered Super Saiyan Blue takes away the aura, and in the preview we clearly see Vegeta has still got aura before and after his transformation. In general, I'm kind of curious of how far Vegeta's new transformation will take him, because in the preview we also see that Goku is not using Ultra Instinct, he's using Kaioken with Super Saiyan Blue. meaning obviously he doesn't have that much strength to go left. And I hate to really twist this angle and throw a, oh, they're gonna bring Gogeta into Dragon Ball Super, but you know, there's always a good chance. Goku and Vegeta haven't really been this close since they fused Zamasu, and that was the last time they fused. All the other times Goku and Vegeta are pretty separate from each other as characters as well as in location. In Battle of Gods, Vegeta had to watch the fight from the planet while Goku and Beerus were just fighting in space. In the tournament, in the Universe 6 tournament, Goku basically fought the most important fighter there, while Vegeta just had to sit on the sidelines and watch, and obviously it's against the rules for him to butt in. With the Goku Black arc, that's when they were fighting together the most, but it was only after Zamasu fused, because Dragon Ball characters, they like to take turns. But yeah, when Zamasu fused, that's when they double teamed him, and it was it's the best Goku and Vegeta relationship we've had so far, as well as the fact that they fused into Vegeta there. So most likely we'll see another case of more Goku and Vegeta bonding if we're not going to get a fusion, obviously. Probably not too much, because, Vegeta with a tsundere acts, he'll be like, Kakaroto, I'm stronger than you now, his usual stuff. The most important thing to probably talk about with Vegeta's new transformation is how will it stack up to Ultra Instinct, and will it, first of all, even damage Jiren, because Jiren is quite omnipotent so far. We haven't actually seen anything that's really damaged him. And there's a few debatable ones I know people will bring up, like when Ultra Instinct Goku unleashed his last attack on Jiren, he sent Jiren to the ground and then fired the Kamehameha. Jiren looked caught off guard that he got hit by Ultra Instinct Goku, but he didn't actually look like he was injured at all, even by the Kamehameha, and there's no way you're gonna convince me that Goku's kick was stronger than his Kamehameha at the time. So it's pretty obvious that Jiren was suppressed there. Another time was when Hit attacked Jiren and he left a small crater in his body. But that all it did was knock Jiren back, and then Jiren proves that he's far stronger than Hit, like immediately after that. Jiren is a very suppressive character. He's probably more suppressed than Goku, which is ridiculous, but not suppressed at bullet level. And the time after that would be when Vegeta attacked Jiren. Obviously, he punched him in the gut once, which of course, again, Jiren was caught off guard. Not damaged, but caught off guard. And in Final Flash, Jiren thought that would injure him. Well, he did say the attack wasn't as bad as he thought it'd be. He was like, I'll give you credit where it's due. The attack was pretty decent. So, the biggest question is, will Vegeta's transformation actually matter against Jiren? Because we all know that the others are too busy. For example, Frieza is too busy fighting Dispo, while Topo is fighting 17 and Gohan. So that just leaves Goku and Vegeta to fight Jiren. Goku has had a bit too much spotlight, not to mention the preview focuses heavily on Vegeta. So I guess he would be the main emphasis of that episode. Either that or they might swap to, a different fighter, like, so we can see the conclusion of, I don't know, Topo with 17 or Gohan. You know how Dragon Ball Super does things. The preview will show you the parts that you want to see, but the episode will be focused on something else. Either way, we can probably get a conclusion out of this. One, Vegeta's transformation is definitely relative to Ultra Instinct. Our only evidence this, unfortunately, is the fact that one, they both have pupils as Super Saiyans, and two, the fact that they are standing next to each other in the outro. I know it's not much to go off of, but usually characters who, it's usually just a thing that Dragon Ball's been doing. For example, when Vegeta got Super Saiyan Blue, he was standing next to Goku in the intros. For any of you who remember, I don't know, go, let's dynamic. But yeah, one thing we know is that it's relative to Ultra Instinct. The second thing we know is that it must be a threat to Jiren, at least in some way. They have to assume. The Zenkais have been pretty crazy since the Goku Black arc. Not to mention, Vegeta's done a crap ton of time on a hyperbolic time chamber in the Black arc and at the beginning of the Tournament of Power. We see him 2 times actually break the chamber. And I know training and power scaling means nothing in Super by this point, but they wouldn't emphasize how much time this guy spent in the time chamber when they could just be lazy and be like, oh well, he was just training off screen, at some random mountain range. No, they made Vegeta train in the time chamber, so it must have some value to it, I would assume anyways. So it's safe to assume that this transformation should be pretty good in the fight. It has to be relative to Ultra Instinct, I guess, to even appear in any of the appear in the outro. Maybe we'll see some more promotion art for it, the way we had promotion art for Goku's, like, I don't know, his Ultra Instinct back, if any of you guys remember that, and then we got a glimpse of his face too. And it has to be a relatively strong form, because we see it standing side by side with Kaioken Blue Goku in the preview for the next episode. And I know Goku and Vegeta aren't really on the same level, but if Goku has to go Kaioken on the same enemy Vegeta's going regular Super Saiyan, if the same enemy Vegeta's going Super Saiyan Blue against, that means that this enemy is probably obviously not Super Saiyan Blue level, because Vegeta's Super Saiyan Blue does not stack up to Kaioken Blue for Goku. So it's obvious that this transformation, and Goku's probably using Kaioken 20, because once characters get a new form in Dragon Ball, they just stick to that, they never go back. Goku hasn't used Kaioken times 10 since, or even regular Kaioken. So it's obvious that Goku's Kaioken times 20, most likely. But besides that, I want to know what you guys think, at least in the comment section, of Vegeta's new quote-unquote Ultra Blue transformation. I really want to see what people think about this transformation. I mean, if you look at this from a realistic Dragon Ball standpoint, the most I can assume is that this transformation will be Vegeta's small moment of hype before he gets completely shut down and Goku takes over the arc and beats the villain, you know, as usual. But who knows, Vegeta might have an outstanding moment, and I want to know what you guys think. How his, again, Ultra Blue, that's what I think I'm going to call it, because it's literally a combination of those two things. I want to know what you guys think about that, and how you think that will operate, or how that would change the arc, or change Vegeta as a character. Because, you know, Vegeta's full on with his Saiyan pride, but there must be more than just pride that's surely driving him to this new transformation. With Goku, he was just too angry to die, but with Vegeta, it's probably something else. That's pretty much the end of the video, and again, let me know what you guys think in the comments about, you know, Vegeta's Ultra Blue, and how, you know, how episode 1, 2, 3, see that? How episode 1, 2, 3 of Dragon Ball Super is gonna go down. And without further ado, if you like the video, make sure you leave a like on it. If you dislike the video, dislike it. And again, comment what you think about the about this transformation, and subscribe if you want, I don't know, more discussions on Dragon Ball based things in the future. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.